Okay, dudes and dudettes. This is wild. We are just clever apes. This is just wild, guys. I'm going to show you this. This is the actual reading from 3-4 days ago. This is from a satellite, I believe. Land surface temperature on June 19th reached 45 C in the Arctic Circle. Data retrieved by Sentinel-3. So it said, like they're checking this. I'm going to go down. Important to note, precise measurements will need verifying, etc. But absolutely clear, the whole region is experiencing absolutely unprecedented and intense heat. Implications for permafrost and methane leaks are unclear, but could be terrifying. Yeah. And then here's a nice image if y'all can see that. Scary, right? This is humanity right now. So he said, just to clarify, DEFIS says this is land surface temperature measure. 45 C, guys. That is 113 Fahrenheit. 113 Fahrenheit. And even on this thread, somebody was like, yeah, well, that just barely broke a record that was set in 1915 or whatever the fuck. He tried to be like, well, the climate's, it's been known to do this. No, it does not. It does not get 100 degrees in the Arctic Circle. It does not get 115 degrees in the Arctic Circle. It does not. And on top of all that, this is not something that it's just a wild, one-off happenstance temperature anomaly. This is something that is nice. Salt Lakers, I saw that. Siberia. This is something that is in a trend line of temperatures in the Arctic, right? 5 degrees above normal, 10 degrees above normal, 20 degrees above normal anomalies. For the last 6 months, it has been nonstop. It has not stopped. Greetings to some new people that I'm seeing in the chat. Hello, Robin. Frustrated atheist. How you doing? There are some aspects of religion I can appreciate. Yeah, no, I agree with you. Actually, there are a lot of things. I've actually talked a lot about some things that are in the Bible that I thought were very interesting. There are interesting. It's like anything else, like AA. I was talking about AA yesterday. Take the good parts, take the things that will serve you or help you. Take those things and leave the other stuff that's like, whatever. Same with religion. Like, there's some interesting things in the Bible. I think that there are things that you can use for your life or things that are relative to reality in life. But, let's leave we can leave the fanaticism out. I think we can all agree on that. Anyways. Troy McDermott. Let's not, but that's funny. That's funny. Yeah, so where is it 45? Let me see. Let's look into this a little more. I think I actually had a article here. They didn't. I was looking in this article and I just didn't see the actual town. Let's see. Temperatures in Russia's Arctic Circle rocketed to over 45 C in the coldest town on Earth. I was trying to look for the actual name of that town, breaking all previous records on June 19th. This summer has turned into the hottest since record keeping began, as towns that are usually still blanketed by snow are experiencing a blazing heat wave thanks to the escalating climate crisis. So yeah. few pockets here. See if you can see on this 45C here. The effects of global warming have arrived in Russia and already causing problems. There was a massive oil spill in the far northern mining city of Norilsk earlier this year that was declared a federal emergency after a pipeline sank into the mud and broke. The accident, which will take decades to clean up, was blamed on melting permafrost caused by unusually high temperatures. A week later, a once-in-a-thousand-year snowmelt in the northern city of Murmansk caused a local hydropower station to be flooded. Scientists are becoming alarmed by the spike in temperatures in Russia this year. While temperatures are creeping up everywhere, those in Siberia have spiked dramatically. Yeah, so they're just talking about, excuse me. So they're talking about permafrost melting. The melting of the permafrost will not just threaten Russia's economic interests, but could cause a catastrophic one-time change to the atmosphere that would send temperatures up by several degrees overnight. Do you think we're actually already seeing this? I mean, the permafrost is melting. We already know that methane is being released in the Arctic. Can we just put some cause and effect common sense together in our brains and say, like, maybe this is why it's so hot? 1 trillion tons of prehistoric carbon dioxide has been trapped in the permafrost since the time of the dinosaurs that scientists say could suddenly be released all in one go. If the average temperature of the ground in Russia's taiga rises above 0 C. Currently, the average temperature of the ground in the massive tracts of the taiga east of the Ural Mountains is negative 3 C, but scientists say it is rising by about 1 C a decade. I mean, this is interesting too. Currently, the only effort to slow down the warming of the permafrost is being carried out independently of the government by the father and son team of Sergei and Nikita Zimov, who live in Novosibirsk, in Siberia. They have set up a park and are trying to bring deer and elk to the park as the animals trample the snow, packing it down, which forms an isolating layer over the permafrost and prevents it from warming as quickly. Interesting. Very interesting. I mean, it's not, in the long run, it's not going to do anything, but they're trying. However, their work is confined to the Pleistocene Park, a 14,000 hectare reserve near Chursky in Siberia, founded by the elder Zimov 19 years ago, and is only a tiny fraction of the permafrost fields that stretch almost halfway round the planet. So this is a nice idea. Bringing animals in to tamp down snow. Good luck, guys. It's awesome you're doing that. I don't know what that's going to do in the long run. I really don't know how that's going to help. But yeah, wouldn't you say that, we have massive, blowholes that, for certain were probably methane caused. I said for certain probably, so, I covered my bases there. But, most likely were methane caused, these blowholes. We have permafrost melting. We have high temperatures. We have high methane readings in the Arctic. Do you think that this is the reason for the high temperatures in the area? Sandy, yeah, that's cool. I'm there. If you want to do that, I can do that with you. For sure. Let's do it. Yeah, I don't, what this means in the near future. I don't know, but what this means in the future. One can only guess. More distressing news about the Arctic. This is from Mika Rantanen. Severe heat wave upcoming for Sweden and Finland. This is happening now, guys. Sweden can get close to 35°C on Thursday, so it is currently Tuesday, but this is what the temperature forecasts are for the next 6 days in the region. Excuse me, having problems speaking today. I don't know any other thing to say about this other than that's real bad. These are model charts for Sweden. 36.4°C is the record for Swedish part Norrland in June. Maybe we could see a record breaking. Yeah, guys, this is not good, to say the least. Understatement. Clay Baum says, I think it's because of the jet stream collapse. Perhaps. I'm sure it's the confluence of many things going on, right? Jet streams collapsing, warm water going into the Arctic, the ice is melting, the Arctic is absorbing more heat, clathrates are melting, permafrost is melting, methane is spewing, carbon dioxide is spewing. This is literally when all of the feedback loops start to, kick way in. The Arctic is finished, says Boiled Rope Lamppost. Yeah. It doesn't look good, guys. It doesn't look good at all. Thor Wutendal says it's warm here in the northernmost part of Norway now. Yeah, indeed. More, high temperatures in a totally different part of the globe. And I got this from Nick Humphrey. And Kahului breaks heat record on Saturday. This is in Hawaii. Temperatures in Kahului on Saturday reached 92 degrees, breaking the old record set on the same date in 1969, according to the National Weather Service. It's the 6th time this month that Kahului has tied or broken a heat record, 4 of which were set during the record-breaking summer last year. So records were broken last year, and lo and behold, the very next year, records are broken again. Golly, could this be a trend of high heat, of warmer temperatures, of global warming? Kahului also reached 92 degrees on June 2nd, breaking the 2014 record, June 3rd, breaking the 2019 record, 91 degrees on June 4th and 8th, both tying 2019 records, and 92 degrees on Thursday, tying the 2019 record. Wow. So literally all of those records were from last year, except one. That is wild. Wild, wild. Use Sunblock 200, indeed. I mean, guys, I don't know. I don't know what to say about this. I don't know what to think about this. Is this also a confluence of the lack of global dimming? I'm sure there's some, something in there also, that we had a lack of global dimming, or, a reduction in global dimming over the last 3 months due to the pandemic lockdown, and that, this also is adding to the high heat. Yeah, sure. I'm sure I'm absolutely positive that it is not one thing. We have feedback loops going. We have tipping points being crossed, and this is where we're at in the year 2020. What the rest of the summer will look like for the globe, one can only guess. Let's see. I think I have one more thing to cover. Oh, this is wild. Maybe two more things. As industrial civilization marches on and tries to complicate the biology of our planet even more, here's something I'm sure that makes everybody feel warm and fuzzy inside. Plan to release genetically modified mosquitoes in Florida gets the go-ahead. And there's a second trial planned for Texas. 750 million insects to be released. Critics say risks of Jurassic Park experiment not assessed. This is wild. A plan to release a horde of 750 million genetically modified mosquitoes in Florida and Texas is a step closer to fruition after a state regulator approved the idea over the objection of many environmentalists. Of course they did. Oxitec, a British-based biotechnology company, has targeted the U.S. as a test site. Thanks, Oxitec. For a special version of Aedes aegypti mosquitoes. The mosquitoes contain a protein that, when passed down to a female offspring, will kill them, and it is hoped prevent them from biting people and spreading diseases such as dengue fever and Zika. Oh, there's that boogeyman Zika again. On Tuesday, it was announced that the Florida Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services has given the green light to a plan to release the millions of mosquitoes in the Florida Keys, the string of picturesque islands that extend from the southern tip of the state beginning this summer. What could go wrong? Sounds like a great idea, guys. We really need to do this. Last month, the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency also approved, so glad they're helping us out here, approved the Florida plan as well as the further trial next year that will take place in Harris County in Texas, which includes Houston. Proponents of the trial say that as only modified male mosquitoes which do not bite people will be released, there will be no danger to the public. But the plan has caused uproar among conservation groups, which have said they intend to sue the EPA for allegedly failing to ascertain the environmental impact of the scheme, which I'm sure that they didn't at all. Because the EPA is just like, yeah, go ahead. Sounds like a good idea, guys. We don't care. We're called the Environmental Protection Agency for no good reason. We should be named the Environmental Pillaging Agency. Scientists have also expressed concerns about the oversight of the trial. On Tuesday, opponents of the plan rallied outside of Florida Keys Mosquito Control District office, which has to deal with more than 40 species of mosquito in the region, to demand its board oppose the trial. Why do we need to control these mosquitoes? Why? Because humans. Oh, these mosquitoes are bothering me. We don't like these mosquitoes. Oh, said the humans who, are entitled to live a mosquito-free life wherever they want to live on the earth. Because we have to control, the insects and everything around us, to make it, just for us. Because we can't be uncomfortable and we need to be fed and comfortable and happy and do everything we want to do all the time. That's what humans do. This is just ridiculous stuff. And, we will keep an eye open for what the effects are of this release of mosquitoes is in Florida. This only can spell disaster. K. Becker, malaria. Yeah, well. And do we need to kill all mosquitoes to fight malaria? Are we going to kill all bats to fight COVID or fight Ebola? Is that what we're going to do? I'm with the critics, as in, I'm sure the environmental impacts have not been assessed. And you're probably opening a Pandora's box of problems. In fact, I'm sure of it, right? You're opening a big box of problems that we have no idea what is going to happen 10 or 20 or 30 years from now, if we're even here. Exactly. Quiz tunes. Mosquitoes are pollinators. They feed fish, birds, bats, and other bugs. Mosquitoes are part of the food chain, the web of life, right? Just like all other bugs, all other, rodents or pests, right? They are part of the web of life. It would be one thing if you were trying to control the mosquitoes in an urban center or control mosquitoes, even in your backyard, which I still don't approve of. I don't think that's the right thing to do. But let's say you want to control mosquitoes in a localized area. Okay, they're releasing these mosquitoes into the wild. So this is just willy-nilly. Oh, we just want to just destroy the entire mosquito population or control the entire mosquito population. I don't see how this can be good in any way. And I know this is really, this is an anti-humanist thing to say, but, malaria and diseases are actually part of the Earth's managing of humans, right? The Earth has ways to manage human beings. It's called disease, death, sickness, illness, starvation. That's how the Earth deals with an overpopulation of humans. Why is it always about us? We are alive on this planet out of sheer luck. And, why is it that we get to just do whatever we want for our safety at the risk of destroying entire populations of insects, which are already, disappearing at an 80 or 90% rate already globally? This is wild. This is wild. They used to spray DDT on my street in the 70s while we played baseball. I'm sure they did. Yeah. Right. Ecocentric homestead. Mosquitoes are a big linchpin in most ecosystems. Take them out and the system collapses. Indeed. Predation, disease, and food scarcity are what limit all populations. Ring-tailed fox, exactly. Why is it always about us? Because we're homo narcissus. I like that. Homo narcissus. That is excellent. Yeah. I don't know, guys. This is one of those days that just makes me want to throw up my hands at the whole thing. I don't know. I don't know what humans are doing. I don't know what we're about. I'm really not sure. I have more questions than answers today. Tina Clark says, love the idea of Pleistocene Park. He wants a mammoths revived, right? I mean, hey, if the mammoths and the other animals tramping down the snow can help fend off climate change, okay. I mean, that's, I guess, more natural than putting mirrors in the sky or putting junk in the sky. I don't know. Homo narcissus. Yeah, I think that's a good one. I think that's a good one. Osama, my proton pack is charging. Indeed. Jane, let me off this crazy thing. Y'all know what that one's from? Hey guys, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. You can also support the channel at the links below: PayPal, Square, and Patreon. Also, all of my live streams are available for listening on Patreon if you happen to miss them during the day. So you can sign up for my Patreon for as little as $1. If you want to go check out the live streams, they are all there. Thanks a lot.